In an increasingly hardened account of President Biden, an America led by former President Donald Trump in 2025 will be a dystopian dictatorship where American values are on the verge of constant collapse. Biden said at a fundraising event in Bethesda earlier this month, "Trump's biggest threat is to our democracy. Because if we lose everything." Using terms like scare to describe his enemies and calling 2024 the last war, Trump said that Americans will no longer have a country left if Biden wins the second term, and he said the world would quickly land in a third country. Trump accused immigrants of poisoning nation's blood, Durham said at his rally in NH. As long as Joe Biden is in the White House, American dream is dead. As two leading candidates exchange apocalyptic depictions, the 2024 presidential race increasingly dominates dark emotions and appeals to fear. Experts and pollsters say this phenomenon reflects the mood of the country in general. Moody and anxious. As Democrats often point out, Biden's warnings repeat Trump's clear promises of what to do if he wins, while Trump's predictions often reflect baseless exaggerations. But result is that if one of them wins in November next, almost half country could be ready to believe that this means end of nation and its values. White House officials and Biden's campaign aides said they felt compelled to respond to the former president's ever-increasing use of hateful, bleak messages. Recent polls have shown that Trump is ahead a superior margin in Republican primaries is ahead with a slightly consistent difference in overall election matchup. Biden, he said, as the president and his associates tried to alarm about potential, they used more colloquial language. Biden told donors this month in Weston, Massachusetts, what's at stake in 2024. Donald Trump and his MAGA Republicans are determined to destroy American democracy. The former president has made no statement about this. Do not trust my words for this. Just listen to what he has to say. He continued to read a list of some of Trump's most provocative remarks. For Biden's allies, repeating and responding to Trump's rhetoric and occasionally using his own harsh language represents an important component of the messaging strategy for next year's elections. While some Democrats are concerned about raising the rhetoric of their opponents, most of the president's re-election speeches are centered on a warning that if Trump returns to power, Americans' democratic values, fundamental freedoms and physical security will be threatened. Last month, one Biden's campaign statements read, Trump's America in 2025 weapons, more armed attacks, deaths. It was part of a series messages aimed at explaining what life would be like under his administration if Trump took office 13 months from now. Other messages depicted Trump as someone who pursued health care, gathered immigrants to detention centers and tried to become a first-day